Hey viewers, this is Peppy for Brawl, and for this video we're taking a look at my latest custom, and that is John Rochard from the game Rochard. Just a quick overall look first. Okay, so for this video I'll be mainly going through the figure and articulation, so I won't be talking much about how I made him. But hopefully I'll be posting up a how I made Rochard figure. So for now, here he is. Okay. I've personally haven't actually played the game, but I have watched a playthrough of it and immediately just really liked the character, so I just decided to go and make a figure of him. So first is the initial sculpt. So the base body is actually the Necker's the heavy figure. So I just from the Team Fortress game. So I just got that figure and then just customized over him, since I felt his design was really close to Rochard's already, so I just got him for the base body and customized over him. So the parts that I did sculpt on is the moustache, the hat with the goggles, the jacket, this whole yellow jacket here, along with the silver zips, parts of the arm, so just this part here, and also the forearm, the pockets on the trousers, and that's about it. That's the main parts that I sculpted on. Everything else was already is already the base body. So yeah, so for articulation, if you know what the heavy articulation is, then you know what it's going to be like, but I'll go through it anyway. So his head's on a ball joint, so you can look up and down, and as well side to side, but it is very stiff, and I don't really want to force it in case it might break something. But yep, it is on a ball joint, so you can move around. And for his shoulders, it is on a swivel, so he can move his arm out to the side, but I don't want to do it too much since it does cause some paint rub, unfortunately. So you can move out to the side, but it is quite stiff, as well as back and forth. And the elbow can be bent as well, but I really don't want to move it because it will cause some pretty big paint rub. So I'm going to leave those, but they can swivel back and forth, as well as swivel side to side. And the hands are on the ball joint, so they can swivel around and move in all sorts of directions. Okay. He does have a kind of waist joint, so it's a ball joint just inside of there, so he can move his torso around, but it's quite stiff, so I don't really want to move it around too much. And for the legs, he does have a ball joint attached at his thigh, so he can move his legs, but the original figure's articulation is quite limited already, so this does mean Rochard's legs are slightly limited and also very stiff, so again I don't want to force the joint in case it might break something or cause some paint rub. But basically the leg can move forward, back, out to the side, and also swivel, but it's very limited. For his knees, he does have the bend, but that's about as far as they can go. So not too much range of motion. Yep. And as you can see, there is some paint rub, and it can also swivel. And for the ankle, you can move back and forth, as well as swivel, and he does have a slight ankle pivot. So yeah, that's the articulation of Rochard. I apologise hardly showing his articulation, but I really don't want to break him or cause any paint rub, since he was pretty hard to make as well. Yep. So there's the figure, and for his accessories, he comes with his iconic gravity gun. This is pretty much I'd say 80% custom sculpted. So for the handle, I actually took a piece from the minigun, so that he's able to hold his weapon, his accessory properly, and also cut off a piece of his shotgun as well and attached it as the underside, so that he's able to hold his weapon firmly. And also this part on the top here is actually a segment from his bullet belt, but the rest I sculpted on. So this part of the handle is sculpted, the main body of the weapon, the rounded part here which shoots the laser out. Pretty hard sculpting this part. I think it turned out okay in the end. And then in the end I did apply a wash to it to give it that rusty, worn out look, which I feel it came out pretty effectively. So there's quite a big difference from his gun to Rochard. So this looks quite worn and rusty, while his clothes still look pretty clean. Yep, so, and he can hold it just fine. Just slot into here like so. Have to be very careful. Yep. There he is, and then this hand, just position. Yep. And then just position. It takes time for this hand to hold here, firmly, but I'm sure you get the idea that he can hold his weapon just fine. And since he's pretty top heavy due to the extra sculpting on the torso, and also his accessory being pretty heavy, he does have trouble standing, so I decided to make a hole in the back, and that's to attach a Tamashii stage. So that just slots in to the hole just like that, and now he's able to stand. Again, I apologise for this review being pretty limited, not really showing the articulation properly, but like I said many times, he does have quite a lot of problems with paint rub, and moving the joints just causes lots of paint rubs, and I've already had to repaint many parts because of that, and like had to repaint it many times over, so that got a bit annoying. But so in the end, I just like to just leave him, not move his joints as much as possible. I just can't really talk. But anyway, this is the John Rochard custom figure. I hope you've somewhat enjoyed this review, and thanks for watching, and till next time.